And we turn live now to our correspondent, Clayton Kahn, for the latest information on these elections. Clayton, thanks for joining us. You've been there in Oaxaca. You watched these demonstrations yesterday. So tell us more about why people there don't trust the official process. They instead decided to take to the streets.
Good afternoon, Cody. Well, here in the southwestern state of Oaxaca, where we are currently, things remain calm after yesterday's tense election day. As has been reported, as we have been reporting, the dissident teachers of the National Coordinator of Education Workers, or CNTE, held these mass marches and actions as part of their campaign to boycott the elections. So the teachers in other sectors of civil society call for this boycott due to what they say is a corrupt political class that has imposed privatizing structural reforms that puts in jeopardy what they say are their labor rights and public education. Now, according to election officials, 216 of the more than 4,000 polling booths were destroyed or stolen, removed in the state. And in some regions, stations could not even be installed due to the rejection by the local population. Abstentionism hit 61%, and 7% of voters annulled their vote officially, putting in doubt the legitimacy of these elections. So in general, there's a lot of discontent, there's a lot of protest because the majority of the people, the organized sectors, the activists view the process and the political parties as not having legitimacy.
And so now the elections are over, Clayton. So what can we expect moving forward? How are these grassroots organizations, these people in the streets demonstrating, the teachers' unions, also in the state of Guerrero, those organizing around the case of the disappeared students, how are these different social organizations hoping to continue or to influence Mexican politics moving forward?
Well, that remains to be seen. A lot of these organizations, the families of the disappeared 43 Ayotzinapa students, the teachers, other students from Ayotzinapa, the teachers here in Oaxaca who are in solidarity, they don't have they haven't announced their next plans of actions. They placed a lot of weight on these elections, calling for this boycott to have a symbolic gesture to show that a lot of organized sectors from below do not trust this political process. But the families of the 43 missing disappeared students, are putting more and more weight on different international organizations, especially the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, which is investigating the case independently alongside the authorities. And that organization is supposed to give a final report this September on their findings to see if the authorities acted accordingly in the investigation, as well as where and what actually happened. What is the truth of what happened to these 43 students? And while the teachers here in Oaxaca, the CNTE, they're also very present in the state of Guerrero, as well as in Michoacan, as well as in Chiapas. A lot of the southern states of the country that are the poorest states, they're going to keep campaigning and keep pressuring the authorities to take down the so-called education reform, again, which is sort of this neoliberal public policy that seeks to, according to the teachers, privatize the education as well as attack their labor rights.
Clayton Kahn continuing to report for us from Oaxaca, Mexico. Clayton, thank you.